Hello guys, so we are going to continue the discussion with respect to Python, and in this video we are going to discuss about a Streamlit app. If you don't know about Streamlit, it's an open source app framework for machine learning and data science projects. It allows you to create beautiful web applications for your machine learning projects altogether. And the best thing over here is that you even don't need to know HTML, CSS. Just by using the components of Streamlit, you'll be able to create beautiful web pages, right? And right now, since generative AI is becoming very much famous, Streamlit has been extensively used over here to create chatbots. Okay, so we'll be discussing all about this. As I said in this video, we will try to understand from basic. We'll see what are the important components with respect to Streamlit and how you can get started with Streamlit. Okay, so let's quickly go over here. So here it is. I've given this particular definition. So it is nothing but Streamlit is an open source app framework for machine learning and data science projects. It allows you to create beautiful web applications for your machine learning and data science projects with Python scripts. Okay, so first of all, we will go ahead and import this library, and for that I really need to install in the requirement.txt. So I'll go ahead and update it over here. So let's quickly go ahead and do the installation. So pip install -r requirement.txt. Over here you can see that the installation will be taking place. So here, once the installation takes place, you'll be able to see, I will be able to start using this particular library. So here, let me quickly go ahead and open one of the .py files. So here, I will just go ahead and write streamlit.py, or let me just go ahead and write app.py file. Okay, and this is where I'm going to write my code. So here you can see the installation has taken place. Now to start with Streamlit, what I'm actually going to do over here is that I'll go ahead and import Streamlit as st. Okay, so we are going to import this as st. st is the alias, and this is the library that we are using. Along with this, let's go ahead and import pandas as pd. I'll be importing pandas. I will also import numpy, so that I'll be using some of the basic applications. And in order to start with the Streamlit web application, or here I will first of all show you some of the important components. One of the component is nothing but title, right? So let me just go ahead and write this title over here, and I will just use this st.title. Okay, st.title, and let me just go ahead and write something like hello Streamlit. Okay, now we will go ahead and execute this. So in order to execute it, you know that this app.py is inside your 14th Streamlit folder, and which is inside this entire Python folder. Right now I'm in my Python. So I'll go ahead and write cd 14 Streamlit. And in order to run this app.py file, right, I will just go ahead and write Streamlit run app.py. So once I execute it, here you will be able to see that I'll be getting this option which is called as allow access. So I'll click on this, and my web browser will get loaded, which will look something like this. So here is the default message, that is nothing but the title. And the best thing over here is that I did not write any h1 tag or anything as such. I just use this st.title component. Okay, and if I go ahead and inspect this, you'll be able to see that this will automatically get converted into an h1 tag, right? And these are some of the div containers which will be created by that same code that we have seen, right? That is st.title. Okay, now this is very much easy. Let me just close this, and here you can see by default it will be running in this local host, and the port is 8501. So this is how you run the Streamlit app, by just writing Streamlit run app.py. Okay, now let's go to the next step, and let's display a simple text. So here I want to display a simple text. Okay, now this simple text I can go ahead and write it in my page. So I'll go ahead and write st.write, and I'll say, hey, this is a simple text. Okay, this is how we write in the page of the web app that we are specifically creating with the help of Streamlit. Okay, now let's go ahead and create a simple data frame, and we will try to print this data frame. Okay, so here I will just go ahead and write df pd.data frame. So I have my first column, I have my second column, and these are all my information. Okay, now let's go ahead and display this data frame. Display the data frame. Okay. Now displaying the data frame, again I can go ahead and write st.write, and I'll say, hey, here is the data frame. Okay. Let's see how the data frame will get displayed. So I'll go ahead and write st.write again. So write is a function which will be able to display this particular data frame. Okay. So once I display this, the next thing what I can do is that I can also create my line chart. Okay. I want to probably go ahead and create a line chart. So I'll go ahead and create a line chart. Okay. Now in order to create a line chart, again, we have to use st, and then we have something called as st dot. Here you can see line chart, link button, everything is there. So we will go ahead and use my line chart, and let's create a chart data. Okay. So this will basically be my chart underscore data. I will create some data over here, some basic data. I'll go ahead and write, hey, this is nothing but pd.dataframe, and let's go ahead and create it. Okay. So pd.dataframe, here I'll say, hey, go ahead and use np.random.rand numbers. Use 20,3. That basically means how many rows and how many columns. That is 3 columns and 20 rows. Okay. And then I will just go ahead and create my columns also. So columns will be nothing but, since I have only 3 columns, so I will go ahead and write A, comma B, comma C. Okay. So once I execute this, I will be able to see this line chart, and inside this line chart, this will be nothing but my chart data. So let's go ahead and execute it. So I will just go ahead and delete this, and let's save this. And here I'm just going to run Streamlit run app.py. So once I execute it, this is my web browser that has got opened, and here you can see how beautiful chart it is being able to display. This is my data frame altogether, right? I can also expand it. I can also download it, right? If I download it, I can download it in the form of CSV file. So here is also my chart, which looks really awesome. I can save this as a SVG, PNG file, right? You can also open in Vega editor, compiled Vega, view source, anything that you want. Okay. So this also looks really good. And here you'll be able to see all this particular information. I can also zoom in, zoom out. Okay. Now this was a very easy way of creating this quick application. And here I did not even have to use much HTML, right? So this really becomes very much easy for a backend developer who really wants to develop a quick POC, an interactive POC, and probably show it in front of anyone's, right? So this was one example. Let me just go ahead and play with some more examples. Okay. So I will close over here, and this time I will just go ahead and create one more file. And this time we are going to work with widgets.py file. Okay. Now with respect to this widgets, we'll create some more widgets. We'll use some more widgets. So here widgets basically means we will try to create some more interactive application, and for that Streamlit also provides some amazing basic widgets. Okay, so first of all I will go ahead and import Streamlit as st. Okay, so once we define this, okay, then I will just go ahead and write my st.title. So st.title, let's say Streamlit text input. Okay, like we have an option of putting text input. So let's say I will create a variable name, and I will go ahead and write st.text_input. Okay, so this basically means I can give an input in my text box. Let's say here I'm going to say enter your name. Okay, now if I execute this over here, you'll be able to see that I will just go ahead and say if name colon. Okay, that basically what does this basically mean, right? If name colon, that see, when I run this particular widget.py file, right, when it opens the Streamlit app, it will initially show me a text box, and if I'm putting some information, and if I'm pressing enter, that entire information will get saved in this particular name variable. So if I go ahead and write if name, then here you can see st.write, and here I'm going to just go ahead and call this. Okay, so let's say I'll go ahead and write hello, and this should be my whatever name that I'm actually giving, and it should display this, right? Now let's run this. Okay, here this time I'll go ahead and write Python widgets.py file. Okay, so if I go ahead and execute it, oh sorry, I should not write Python, but instead I should write Streamlit run widgets This is the command that we usually use in order to run this particular file. Okay, so let me repeat it. Streamlit run widgets.py. So once I execute this, here you'll be able to see that I'm getting this particular information. Now here, soon as I write my name, Krish Naik, I press enter. So here you can see that Streamlit has no attribute, right? So that is the problem because I wrote two W's, right? So I will quickly go ahead and fix this issue. Now let me run this again. And here you have my browser. Now let me go ahead and write my name, Krish Naik. Okay. And let's press enter. So here you can see this is the message that is getting displayed. Perfect. Now let me do one thing over here. Here I'm not just going to stop over here. Okay. I will also try to use some kind of slider. Now in order to use the slider, let me do one thing over here. I will just go ahead and say, hey, let's create a slider. So for creating a slider, I'll say, hey, let's create a variable called as age. I'll say ht.slider. And with respect to this particular slider, this is again another component that we can use over here, which will be an interactive component. And here I'll say, hey, select your age, and the age value will be between 0 to 100. And here you can see the third parameter that I have, that I'm actually giving is 25. Okay, we'll run this and then you'll be able to understand it. Okay. As soon as I probably select this, what I will do is that I will just go ahead and write st.write your age is something like this. Okay. Now let's go ahead and reload this. Okay. So here you can see select your age. So once I go ahead and update this, so minimum is 25 that I can select over here. And initially if I reload this, you'll be able to see that it is pointing to 25. Right. I can also reduce it, but minimum, first of all, it shows 25. Then I can select any age and automatically this updation will basically happen. Now this is one of the amazing component that is probably present over there. There is also a component which is called as select box. Okay. Now in order to select box is just like using a drop down box. Okay. So here you'll be able to see that in order to use the select box, let's say I will go ahead and create this something like this. Okay. So I'll say, hey, this is my options. I want to go with Python's, Java, C, C++, JavaScript. So this will be a list of options. I'll say st.selectbox, choose your favorite programming language, and I'll give the options over here. So this will basically be my choice. And here you can go ahead and write that particular choice. So I'll save it. Let's go ahead and execute it again. So I will reload it. So here you can see, hey, I can go ahead and select any of this particular language like JavaScript and automatically you're able to write it. So this looks like a very good form because I'm not writing much information over here, right? It's very much simple. It's very much easy that I'm able to get this entire information, right? Let's try one more thing. Okay. Let's try data frame in short, and let's see how it gets displayed. So here I've already shown you the data frame anyhow. So let me just take this particular data. I will go ahead and import pandas as PD. Okay. So the main thing over here is that there are a lot of interactive components that are available. So here I'm creating my data, I'm converting that into a data frame and I'm writing ht.write. Okay. So again, if I go ahead and reload it, so this is my entire data frame and you can actually see this particular data frame, right? So like this, I can quickly go ahead and create my entire form itself. Okay. I also have an option to probably create an upload button. Okay. For the file upload. So here what I will do, in order to create an upload button, I will go ahead and write uploaded_file. So this will be my another component. And I'll just go ahead and write st.fileUploader. And I will say, hey, choose a CSV file. Okay. Choose a CSV file. And I can basically go ahead and choose this and I'll say, hey, let's keep the type as CSV. If I want different other files, I can probably keep this in the form of list. It is up to you. Okay. And you will be able to do this, right? So finally, if you go ahead and see if uploaded file is not none. Okay, I can go ahead and write df is equal to pd dot read underscore csv, and I will give my uploaded file over here, and I will just display that particular uploaded file in the same page. That is nothing but df. Okay, let me do one thing quickly. I will save this entire CSV. Okay, so I'll say, hey, df.to underscore CSV, and let me just save it as sample data.csv. The reason is that I just wanted one sample data. That is the reason. Okay, so I will go ahead and execute it. So this may have got created. Let's go ahead and use this particular CSV file. So I will go to this particular website, and I'll go back to over here. I'll click on browse. I will go inside this, and let's go ahead and upload this. So once I open it, here you can see that I'm able to display it, right? Which is again good altogether, right? So these are some of the important components. Again, I would suggest go to streamlit.io. I think this is the most easiest framework that I've seen. There are a lot of components which you can go ahead and check it out. And as you'll be seeing that if I create any videos, right? Let's say over here, I want to play with text. I can go ahead and play with text, images, videos. So charts, widgets. So I've just discussed about widgets. They are also charts. You can use different charts. You can use different graphs. You can even use page navigation. So in short, just by using this, you'll be able to create your entire, the web application that you actually require. So this was it. Now in my next video, what I'm actually going to do is that I'll just try to develop a machine learning application, an interactive machine learning application, and show it to you. Okay, I know if you have not learned about machine learning, don't worry, but just to give you an example, how does the Streamlit app looks like with the help of a end-to-end machine learning project, I really wanted to show you that. Okay, but again, if you don't know any machine learning algorithms, so I'd suggest please go ahead and check some of the algorithms, and automatically you'll be able to understand it. Okay, so yes, this was it from my side. I will see you all in the next video. Thank you.